Hello everyone, welcome to Amsterdam. Have you ever had an idea that started small? Just a whisper on a sunny afternoon, but grew into something beautiful? For a group of university friends in Amsterdam, that idea was a bike ride. They were tired of screens, of late nights spent in libraries, and they craved the simple joy of exploring their city on two wheels. They called themselves the Spokes of Summer. There were 5 of them. Lena, the art student, whose mint green bike was a canvas of stickers from her travels. Omar, half Dutch, half Moroccan, who saw the world through the lens of his ever-present camera, his mismatched socks a signature part of his style. Then there was Sophie, quiet but incredibly fearless, her bright red helmet a streak of confidence in every photo. Jonas, the tall, easygoing engineer of the group, who could fix any mechanical issue with a multi-tool and a disarming smile. And finally, Mila, the youngest, a first-year psychology student with a shy laugh and a charmingly squeaky pink bike. Every Sunday morning became their ritual. They would set off at dawn, following the winding canals through the heart of Amsterdam. Imagine that with me for a moment, riding past vibrant tulip stalls just setting up for the day, gliding over narrow, arched bridges, and waving to the owners of sleepy cafes opening their doors. The city at that hour was pure magic. The light was golden, the streets were still glistening from a light dawn rain, and the only sounds were the cheerful chime of their bicycle bells echoing between the historic brick houses. It was their Amsterdam, a secret world they shared before the rest of the city woke up. One Sunday in late July, the air was warm and full of life. The group was riding through the famous Vondelpark, their laughter mixing with the sound of birdsong and the gentle hum of their tires on the path. Omar, as usual, was riding a little ahead, capturing the moment on his GoPro, a wide grin on his face. Jonas was humming a tune, lost in his own world. They were a perfect picture of youthful freedom. As they approached a beautiful, curved wooden bridge, the idyllic scene was broken. Mila's front wheel, the one on her squeaky pink bike, suddenly caught between 2 of the wooden planks. The sound was sharp, a crack, a slip, and then a collective gasp from the group. She tumbled forward, landing hard on her elbow and shoulder. Her bike clattered to the ground beside her, its front wheels spinning silently, a stark contrast to the sudden stillness. The laughter stopped instantly. The world seemed to hold its breath. Mila. Lena's voice, filled with concern, cut through the quiet morning air. In a second, they all dropped their bikes and rushed to her side. There was no hesitation, just pure instinct to help a friend. Sophie, always the calm one, knelt beside Mila, gently checking her arm. "You're okay," she said softly, her voice a reassuring balm. "It's just a scrape." "You're all right." Jonas, without a word, took off his jacket, folded it into a makeshift cushion, and carefully slid it under Mila's elbow to make her more comfortable. Omar crouched next to her, his camera completely forgotten, his focus entirely on his friend. Hey, he said, his voice low and kind. "You're fine. Honestly, you flew like a pro." A watery laugh escaped Mila's lips as she wiped away a few tears. "I guess," she managed, her voice a little shaky, "I'm not quite ready for the Tour de France yet." And just like that, the tension broke. They all burst out laughing, a nervous, relieved kind of laughter that echoed across the park and seemed to chase away the last of the shock. It was the sound of friendship, the sound of knowing everything was going to be okay. After a few minutes, with Lena's help, Mila was back on her feet. The group decided to take a break. They walked their bikes to the edge of a nearby pond, the water shimmering in the morning sun, and sat together on the soft grass. Jonas, ever prepared, pulled a small first aid kit from his backpack and expertly patched up Mila's scraped elbow. Omar handed her a bottle of water, their eyes meeting in a moment of unspoken understanding. Mela looked around at her friends. The morning sun was warm on their faces, the city was humming with life all around them, and in that moment, she felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude. "Thanks," she said quietly, her voice full of emotion, "for not letting me crash alone." Lena's face broke into a wide grin. "That's what the Spokes of Summer are for," she replied. "We ride together, we fall together, and we get back up together." They clinked their water bottles in a makeshift toast. their bikes resting in the grass beside them like loyal companions, the fall hadn't been a disaster. It had become a part of their story. It was a reminder that the journey isn't always smooth, but having the right people beside you makes all the difference. And then, as if the fall had never even happened, they stood up, stretched, and got back on their bikes. They rode a little slower this time, but they were side by side, a tight-knit group moving as one. They rode on, towards the next bridge, the next shared laugh, and the next story waiting to be written on the beautiful, winding streets of Amsterdam. Their adventure was far from over. This story is a beautiful reminder that friendship isn't just about the good times and easy rides. It's about being there for the bumps in the road, offering a hand when someone falls, and sharing a laugh in the aftermath. It's about turning a small mishap into a cherished memory. What are some of your favorite memories with friends? Share them in the comments below. I'd love to read them. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Until next time, ride safe and cherish your friendships.